Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Learn Excel through a live project. So, in our previous episode, we learned about how to use the VLOOKUP, and we also learned about how to use the data validation to select the data from a defined list. In our previous episode, if you have noticed, like we have created the VLOOKUP in which if there is no data available for the VLOOKUP, it was showing a hash NA symbol. So let us learn how to use the if condition to eradicate that and create a clean Excel workbook. Let us jump directly to the course. Let us start with our expense tracker Excel sheet, which we have been working on. And in our previous episode, we have seen our VLOOKUP. So if you just go to the payment type, you can see the VLOOKUP formula, which we have learned. If you have not gone through our previous video, we will provide the link in the description. Please go through that so that you can understand how we have been using the VLOOKUP with simple example more easily. So one thing we have noticed is like if you have data here as payment mode, then your VLOOKUP will provide the result. And if you don't have a data, if I delete it, it comes with the hash NA symbol. So let us see how we will eradicate it first. Okay. So let us go back to our worksheet where we have created a simple sample so to understand it better. So on the left hand side, the VLOOKUP sample data, and in the right hand side we have defined a simple table in which we have the serial number, the day, and the to do on that day. Okay. So what we have done in our previous episode is we created two VLOOKUP. One, as soon as you give the day number, it calculates the day from this table and provides you the result. And similarly, if you provide the day, it also provides the activity to be done on that day from this table. Okay. Now, if for both these values I am using the column C as a reference, if I delete this, so what happens? It gives the indication that the data is not available. So let us see how to eradicate. For that, I'm going to use a simple method called an if condition. Let us explain what that if condition is. So if I say if equal to if and I open the formula editor here, so it has three values. One, what is the logical test you want to do, and what will be the result if the condition satisfies, that is true, and what will be the value if the condition is not satisfying. Okay, let me take a simple example. I am typing an if condition, and as soon as I open, it has a logical test, that is a condition which you are going to evaluate, and what is the true value and what is a false value. Let me just open here so that we understand it better. So the logical test, for example, I want to check if whether 5 is equal to 3 or not. Okay. So I will say 5 equal to 3. So this is what is a condition. And if it is true, I will say correct. And if it is false, I will say wrong. So naturally, it gives a result called 5 equal to 3 is wrong. What if I'm changing this particular formula like this? Is 5 equal to 5? And it comes correct. So this is the logic we are going to use for validating our VLOOKUP to check, bring me the VLOOKUP value only if there is a condition in day number, else you don't evaluate. So that is what we are going to do. Okay. So let us further evaluate how we can use the if condition. Okay. So let me just put my name as Mutraj. So here I'm just going to write is my name is Mutturaj. So I want to give a result on if my name is Mutturaj, then it will say yes, otherwise it will say no. Let me just put an if condition and say logical test. If O4 is equal to, I say Mutturaj, comma, say yes. Else, you say no. It gives yes because here my name is Mutturaj and this is what is the condition I am checking. Now, if I say my name is Mutturaj 1, it will automatically say no. So, hope you are able to understand how we are using the if condition. Let me delete it. So, how do I use it here? So, if I say 6, it gives an answer. And if I say blank, then it has to give a wrong value. So, I will just use, I will keep the formula the same way. I will simply give a if condition equal to if, and then I will say that my C7 is equal to blank, then do nothing else, give me the result. Now, if since I don't have the value here, it is giving the value as blank, so it is not giving a not applicable symbol. So if I say, for example, 7, so it will give you the day number. For this second column, for my second column E, in the column E, I haven't implemented the same formula. So let me implement the formula for here also in a slightly different way. If, again, I'm going for C7 is not equal to blank, then do this, else give me a blank value. So in both the ways, it is working fine. So hope you understand how we are using if condition for a VLOOKUP. So let us implement the same in our expense tracker. So we have to use the same method. So if D, column D is having a value, then we will evaluate that VLOOKUP. Otherwise, we will not evaluate the VLOOKUP. So how I will do? I will say if my column D3 is not equal to blank, then do this, else give me a blank. Okay, now as usual, I will be giving my column D as an absolute reference. Row number will change. So now if I copy this and paste it until here and paste only the formula, then it works fine for me. Now let us use the same formula here. So once again, let us explain it. Equal to if column D3 is not equal to blank, do this, else put a blank here. So once again, let me go as an absolute reference. Here also I can put an absolute reference for safety. Now if I copy everything, I can double click and it will copy. Now if I go here, the third column, let's assume I'm going to create one more expense here for today, and I select school fee. I'll be paying the school fee through my Standard Chartered bank account. So it's a direct debit. So maybe I'm paying $330. Since I don't have the currency here, it's not coming as currency. I will follow the same thing. I think we are clear about how we are using the if condition. We made this episode too small because we have been learning advanced techniques, and we want to ensure that we are learning in a slower pace and learn one by one. And in tomorrow's episode, we'll be learning more complex formula related to COUNTIF, SUMIF, QuantifS, SUMIFS. So I don't say that it is very complicated, but if you understand the concept very well, so then it is easy to follow. So let us wait for tomorrow's episode where we will be covering very exciting new techniques. Once again, thank you very much for all your support. and keep watching and let us learn together. Thank you.